Hello everybody, welcome to the video. I'm Captain Crash Out, friends call me Coach. Today we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys and how I think they're going to beat the Lions. And I think they will beat the Lions. Now, it's not going to be an easy game. This is at Detroit. We're going to Detroit. It's an inside stadium, so weather's not a problem, but the fans are rowdy. The players get them hype. It's going to be loud. We're going to have to be on our A game. But I really do think we win this game. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. So, first couple things to go over. Injury report. Tyler Guyton, not playing. He went down 2 weeks ago, I think. In his place, we got Nathan Thomas, who's actually playing like pretty good. It is a noticeable loss, though, because I think Tyler Guyton was on the upward trend his second year. I really like what I've seen so far. That left tackle position is going to be a little dicey, and we'll get into why it's going to be dicey. I think Caitlin Carson hasn't honestly played too much for us. He's kind of been on and off hurt. I have liked the little I've seen, so hopefully he can get back soon. But there is a really good chance we're getting Trayvon Diggs back. So maybe that Caitlin Carson being out, we're not really going to notice it with Diggs back. Hopefully, Diggs is a little more healthy now. I do think them putting him on IR was more about the knee than his concussion. Concussion taking more than 4 weeks is pretty abnormal. I think it was more just to make sure his knee was really healthy. I don't need prime like 2022, 2023 Diggs. I just need like serviceable Diggs. And if we can get serviceable Diggs, that could go a long way for the defense. So that's what we're dealing with. And then when we go to the Lions, this is a new one. I didn't even realize. So they're now down 3 tight ends. Okay, so they don't have tight ends anymore. Cool. That actually could help us out a lot. I didn't realize this. I knew Brock Wright was out, and we know Sam Laporta has been hurt, and now this guy. Respectfully, I don't know who Shane is, but that's another tight end. So they ran out of tight ends, which is going to hurt their pass game and also their blocking game for the run game. They like to put those big tight ends to block, so that's good news for the Cowboys. In addition, Khalif Raymond is out. He's kind of a non-factor. That doesn't really affect us much. He hasn't done much. Kirby Joseph being out does benefit the Cowboys. He's a ball hawk. So that's good news for the Cowboys. And then Graham Glasnow being out, also good news for the Cowboys. I don't like injuries. I don't want to be like, ooh, they're hurt, ooh, go us. But like, it's going to benefit us a lot. Their O-line is definitely not as good as it hasn't been in past years. So him being out, that's right where the D tackles are going to feast. They did have like a weird thing where they were trying to get Frank Ragnow back from retirement, but he didn't pass the medical. So I don't know if he's coming back at any point for the Lions, but for this game, he's not, which also benefits the Cowboys. Now, the big one. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm an Amon-Ra fan. He's a dog. You can see his numbers right here. He's going to hit 1,000 yards pretty soon. He's going to get to double-digit touchdowns. He's a really, really good football player. He's dealing with an ankle injury, and he got ruled out pretty fast. Like, he went down in the last game they played, and he got ruled out immediately. It's a low-graded ankle sprain. Normally, it's a 1 to 2 week time window. Dan Campbell did say he is not sure if Amon-Ra is going to play. It's going to be a game-time decision. This is a big swing factor for sure. I think it's a tough ask to ask a receiver to come back from a low ankle sprain in 7 days and play. So we'll see. He's a tough guy. I think he can do it. I don't know if it's smart. Honestly, I feel like in this situation, I would probably just ice him for the game. But we'll get to why they might not. So this is a big swing factor. If he doesn't play, it's going to make it a lot easier on the Cowboys defense. If he does play, he's probably not going to be 100%, but Amon-Ra at 70%, 75% is better than... He's still probably a top 10 receiver at 70%, if we're being honest. He's a dog. I'm a big fan. Hopefully he sits this one out. It'll make it easier on us, but I think we win either way. This is a massive game for both teams. This is a must-win game on both sides. So if we go ahead and go to the playoff picture, Lions are sitting at number 8. Cowboys are sitting at number 9. So either way, like, a loss here is going to be very detrimental to both of us for making the playoffs. Obviously, we want to make the playoffs. They want to make the playoffs, but it's going to be must-win territory for both teams. So that's why I think they might put Amon-Ra out there, even though he might be slightly hurt. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do at times. I'll probably do another video on just, like, the playoff picture for the Cowboys. But for now, one game at a time. We take the Lions. We go from the 9th to the 8th. That's what we're worried about this week. We're trying to go from 9 to 8. And they're trying to stay at 8 and hope one of these teams falls off a little bit. But yeah, it's must win for both teams. And low key, Lions kind of hate us. I think there's a little animosity from their end from the game a couple years ago when CD had like almost 200 on them, and there's that weird like flag at the end. So I think they're still mad, even though last time we played them, we got belt to ass. It was like 40-9. We got killed. I think they still hold a grudge. So they're gonna be coming at us. We got to be ready. So let's talk about some matchups I like. So on the Lions side, they just, like, honestly, their squad is good, top to bottom. Jared Goff, very steady, very solid, safe quarterback. I'm not trying to discredit Jared Goff. I think he is like a top 10-ish quarterback. As you can see right here, 5 interceptions. He does not turn the ball over. 25 touchdowns. He's a good quarterback. Good quarterback. If they don't have Amon-Ra, that would be a lot easier. But even if they don't have him, Jameson Williams, I like J-Mo a lot. He get that ball and he goes. His average is crazy. 700 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's a good player. He's a really good player. So I would expect, even if Amon-Ra does play, I would expect a heavy dose of Jameson Williams regardless. Then the running backs. This is where it gets spooky. David Montgomery, Knuckles. I'm a big fan. I love Knuckles. We gonna bottle them up. I'm not worried. Our D tackle versus their interior O-line, I think that's a battle we win. Monty loves to go up the middle. I think we're gonna shut Monty down. However, we don't have to just worry about Monty. We also have to worry about Jahmyr Gibbs, who is insanely good. Jahmyr he's easily top 3. You could make the argument. After like Jonathan Taylor, you could make the argument that Jahmyr is number 2 right there. He's scary. They're probably going to try to get him to the sidelines to not necessarily attack in the middle, but the other parts of the field. That's when our linebackers really have to step up. Jahmyr Gibbs is scary. If you shut down Jahmyr Gibbs on the Lions, like, you win the game. Like, it is what it is. Jahmyr's probably going to eat. It's okay. We just got to contain him as best we can. We're going to have to set those edges and make sure those linebackers are ready for run defense. Ready. Now, the other thing does worry me a little bit is Big Hutch. Remember earlier I was talking about how we're not going to have Guyton. I would very much expect Aiden Hutchinson to go after Nathan Thomas every single opportunity he can and just try to get advantage, because Big Hutch is scary. He's a really, really good player. They paid him for a reason. Big fan of Big Hutch, but we got to shut you down. We got to chip him. We got to double team him. We got to do whatever we can to make sure Hutch does not ruin our day. I think we can, but do not leave Nate Thomas on island. Get him some help, and I think we can slow down Hutch just enough. Outside of that, on the defense, and Brian Branch is very, very good. There's honestly not too much here that scares me. Muhammad is a solid edge rusher, but I'm not worried. He's a solid edge rusher. I'm not worried. Where I think we can really attack is these D tackles right here Javonte Williams up the middle, just kill them. They're not playing the best. I've been a longtime fan of DJ Reader, but I don't think he's having a crazy season, and then they don't really have anyone else there. So I think that is an area that we can attack. Up the middle right here, get some good yards on first and second down, and then when they expect it, bomb them. They do have good linebackers. Jack Campbell and Alex Anzalone are very solid, but not scary necessarily. I think Ferguson can definitely put a little bit of work on these boys. Not too much because I do think they are good players, but I think Fergie can win some routes. But let's talk about our stars: CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. The best wide receiver duo in the league. I don't care. I don't care if you're a crybaby Eagles fan and you want to pretend it's you. If you're a Rams fan and you're trying to tell me it's Puka and Devontae, we can have a conversation. But outside of that, like it's CD and it's CD and Pickens. No disrespect to the Bengals fans, but I need to see Jamar and T actually play together. Best wide receiver duo in football right now. I don't think it's a debate. The Lions have, I think, like solid corners, but they can't hang. They can't hang with CD and Pickens. Teron Arnold is a young player, but I think he has star potential. I just don't think he's there yet. So don't let this be the game he gets there. And then DJ Reed is another like solid quality corner. He's kind of bounced around a little bit. And then this man right here, I ain't gonna lie, this man right here, he's been playing pretty well. Amik Robertson. So, I'm not saying there's a liability here, but I think our boys can do it for sure. And I think what you're really gonna look at is where's Arnold? Is Arnold on CD or is Arnold on Pickens? Whichever one he is not on, that's who I think you want to target. I think we're going to target DJ Reed, who's a quality corner, but I think we can expose him. And then in the short and intermediate, those slants Pickens loves to run, that's probably going to be on this man right here, Lunch. No disrespect, but Lunch. Like, I think the key to this game is really don't get behind on third downs. The Lions love to run man coverage, and they love to send some heat occasionally at the quarterback. Don't get behind the sticks and keep them turning. And I'm saying, like, no negative plays, but, like, take the safe plays if you have to. Don't get behind on the Lions. That's where it gets spooky. Because if it's 3rd and 8 and we need them receivers to go downfield and it takes a second, big hutch is coming. So don't get behind. Don't take negative plays. And really, really just don't let Dan Campbell you. He is going to go for it on 4th. We know that. He is going to be aggressive. We know that. This is not the game to, I guess, just take your points. This is not the game to punt when we're in their territory. Obviously, Brandon Aubrey can make a field goal from pretty much anywhere, but we're going to need points. We're going to have to keep up, and we're going to have to score because they're going to score. As much as I like kind of where our defense is going right now, the addition of Big Q has been insane. Quentin Williams has been playing amazing. Him being there as a gravity player kind of helps everyone else, look better than maybe they are, but it doesn't matter. Just if I got to spend so much attention on Quentin Williams, everyone else can eat. I would really, really love to see Donovan Ezeraku have a good game, step up. He's been doing good. He has been playing good. I really like the potential. I just want him to get a couple more sacks, and this could be the game. This could be the game. I'd say they have quality tackles, but we can get through. Really on defense, what we're looking for is Big Q, ruin their O-line, ruin their day, get Jared Goff uncomfortable, DeMarvion Overshown, Logan Wilson, Kenneth Murray. Do not let Jahmyr Gibbs house a 60-yarder. When he gets that ball, he jumps outside, you need to be on him. Or you need to push him far enough to the sideline that the corner can come up and make the tackle. Or the safety can come up and make the tackle. So just don't let him go crazy, please. That's all I'm asking. Defensively, it's going to be tough. The Lions can score. They will score, but I think we can get some stops, and I think Dallas can score on them. This is a really important game for us. If we look at the standings here, we're 6-5-1. 6-5-1. Not that many football games left to play. We need this one. Not only do we need this one for our record, we need this one because we kind of lost a lot of the important games earlier in the season. We lost to the Bears. We lost to the Panthers. We tied with the Packers. Those NFC East games are really important for the playoffs, and we have not been doing good. So this is one that we need to win. I think we can win, and I'm excited to watch our boys go into Detroit and beat them. It's not going to be easy, but it's doable.